What's happening, people? I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Y'all already know the deal. To see how many people gonna be notified before I start talking, because I'm pretty sure y'all see the title. Sorry, I know it's been a minute. They always take a minute to notify some people. What's happening, King Tay? Yeah, I'm live, man. I actually just went live on Facebook not too much, probably like an hour or some change ago. So I told them I'm gonna hop on YouTube too because obviously y'all see the title. They finally banned me on TikTok. What's happening, LaVall? But yeah, I don't even think I posted a video on my YouTube yet, but I'm pretty sure it was the last video that I had posted that really got them. You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all haven't noticed lately, I've been breaking down what police really is. You know what I'm saying? Police and the deputies and all that. Basically explaining how the way the police are security guards. You know what I'm saying? Improving it. And obviously they ain't like that. So I had no account warning, no nothing. They literally just took my account, logged me out my other two accounts, and won't let me back in. Crazy. So yo, that's all my videos gone. But it ain't really gone, I got them on other platforms, so you know what I'm saying, obviously, but I got a lot still on my phone, but it's just tragic to randomly, you know what I'm saying, to lose my whole account with no warning. But people be reporting my videos every time I post. Like every time I post on TikTok, it's automatically that they give me a substance abuse. Like it's like how I'm at work. I'm literally at work. Where's the drink? Where's the smoke? Where's anything at? You know what I'm saying? But it's like automatic hit, so I don't ever hit the For You page type thing. But it's like the shadow banning is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even on Facebook. Facebook and I wouldn't necessarily say YouTube because I started YouTube so much later. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like versus like my Facebook, I'm over here sitting at like, I got one page at like 15,000. The other one is like, you know what I'm saying, at 150,000. But I'm shadow banned. It looks like I quote unquote have engagement, but I don't on average compared to how many followers I have. Because it's almost like if you see my statistics, if I was to pull it up, I don't know how to do that, you know what I'm saying, on the phone and whatnot. So I can see like screen share type stuff, but I would if I could. But anyways, it's like my page at 15K almost have as much engagement as my page that has 150,000 on it. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And especially because I only post certain videos on this one page, just like no. Let's say this page I'm on right now, right? I'm on YouTube. My bad. My main page with 150,000. You know what I'm saying? I post my deeper videos on there also. So I post more videos on this page, and the videos I specifically just speak energy on the lower levels. I post on that other page that's at 15,000. You know what I'm saying? My main, not my main page, but you know what I'm saying? I consider my personal page because most of them people I know, but you know what I'm saying? A bunch of other people too. But I just post that content over there. But just the fact that I'm not speaking too much truth on that page is why I probably have almost as much engagement as I have on my main page with 150,000. It don't make sense, but like when you get to a higher level, you know what I'm saying, in a quote unquote social media world, right? You'll start to see how rigged it really is, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they really can't stop me because obviously they block. You know what I'm saying? Ban me on TikTok with no warning or anything because I be following the guidelines, but somebody, you know what I'm saying? People must have had to mass report my videos all at once in order to violate me like that. So I don't know by tomorrow if they don't give me my page back. I already know that page is gone. You know what I'm saying? And so as far as my other pages, locked out. You know what I mean? So I'm about to, have to start from scratch. But I made most of my videos on TikTok. But you know what I'm saying? I know I really didn't get many views because I was shadow banned anyways. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all know if you have a TikTok, it's so much easier to make videos on there to keep it simple. And that's exactly why, you know what I'm saying, they just took everything away from me. I'm like, God damn. that, you know what I'm saying, that I was getting, you know what I'm saying, the fair treatment. Because I, you know what I'm saying, well before this years ago, I explained to y'all how to wait. Because I got 2 pages on my bad, 3 pages, like I mentioned. One page, it got a, you know what I'm saying, not many followers at all. Because I post videos on there that I think may get violated. So I could, you know what I'm saying, reuse a video, not reuse a video, but you know what I'm saying, post it somewhere else. Because I already know it's not gonna be seen on that page because it's so small. So I post my main pages on my Facebook and, you know what I'm saying, Instagram and stuff like that. But excuse me. By the ways, anyway, I post those videos in there and whatnot, right? So it's like I don't know how to really explain it because I don't know. It just so it's so frustrating, man. It's like when you try so hard, and it's like I'm only pushing a positive message. You know what I'm saying? A positive message or the truth. And it's like they always just shadow ban me. You know what I'm saying? But it just makes me, you know what I'm saying? Just make me angry at the Matrix because I know why they do it. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, let me, because I always wanted to prove to people if I was to start making negative content, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to for the money, but I could do that just to prove how rigged it is. But I never wanted to really go that far because I already know where that's gonna go. Let me start playing around and doing what they want me to do. I'm gonna go super viral, you know what I'm saying? So they could, you know what I'm saying, reverse and flip things on me. But I ain't about to do nothing like that, man. Let me catch up on chat, my bad. It's just crazy how I'm just shadow banned everywhere. But on TikTok though, I can't believe like they done shit. Like I could tell you like if I were to use my hashtag like UniversoulP as a hashtag, I automatically get like a community guidelines violation. Like they take the video down. I'm like, damn, these dudes, man, like it's crazy. And especially how the way if it's one account that got quote unquote banned or violated, like why do my other 2 accounts get logged out? You know what I'm saying? They want to let me back in type stuff. That don't even make no sense. Oh, I forgot to mention my other account was at like 45,000. You know, that was the main one I was using. And the other one, you know, like I said, it was 107, but it was like, damn, you know, it's like 150,000 gone. And I'm already shadow banned, and I'm pretty sure they got the facial recognition stuff on there. And that's why people are not gonna see my videos. Cause people could share mad. I'm saying I'll be having so many shares on my videos, but it don't equivalent to the views. But that's how you know they be holding it back. And even the people that share it, it don't be seen by nobody. But I'm gonna catch up on this chat though. My bad. I know I just said that. What's happening, Virginia? King Tay, hey bro, you've been saying a lot, playing out like crazy. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause if anybody watch, I'm pretty sure that's another reason why they just log me out those fucking accounts. Especially cause it's like if you just backtracking my videos, you'll see everything that I said and the proof about everything that's happening right now, and literally all the way to the end. And I don't want that because that's how you going. You know what I'm saying? If you see that, then you like, hold on, how did he make this video 2, 3 years ago, and all that shit really happened? You know what I'm saying? People gonna really start to think like, how is that possible? Because it's right there. You get what I'm saying? And it's like people gonna be like, damn, you know what? Maybe he ain't lying. Maybe I'm just tripping, and they did lie to us. They don't want that. But that shit just so aggravating to me though, because like I said, I know why they do it, but it's just like, dang, y'all some evil motherfuckers, boy. Y'all going straight down. Soon shit changed. Game kill 124. Why do you feel like you heard your voice before? Why do I feel like I heard your voice? Hey, I don't know. You probably did, most likely, at some point. Dorothy Blunt. I say Soul P. I can't believe that I finally caught you online from Houston, Texas. All right, word, what's happening? Man, I gotta go down there. I still haven't been to Houston, Texas yet, but heard a lot of things. I want to visit there one of these days, though, man. Before everything changed around. Ultimate Entertainment Agency, what's happening? King Tay, what do you think about that coming clips in August? Oh no, the thing people be talking about the eclipse, I've been seeing it, but they're not going into context about it though, because the eclipse not gonna happen in America though. It's gonna happen in a whole other country. You know the way our clips is cross the country, right? And that's gonna do in another country. But I did mention that though, because obviously once you do see that, and of course, we'll make another video about it. The quote unquote eclipse is a black sun coming around, but I'm pretty sure it got something to do with what's really about to happen though. You know what I mean? Because like obviously, like I said, I made videos years ago about this because we had to obviously to cross across America, right? Then it goes across, you know what I'm saying, the Mississippi River and there. You know what I'm saying? People don't really know America is really ancient Egypt. That's why they call other place Egypt. You know what I'm saying? This is how they do it. They tell you half the truth. The other place is just called Egypt that we think ancient Egypt is, but it's just Egypt. Here is ancient Egypt. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference because they add ancient in front of it. But you know what I'm saying? They always say half truths and then allow the lies that they teach you throughout your, you know what I'm saying, throughout your life to determine what you think. But like I say, I believe that eclipse is about to happen though. I forgot what country that, you know what I'm saying, it was, but I did look it up. Yeah, obviously I heard about it. And I already knew about it years ago because I talked about it. But it's just gonna just prove that the black sun is here. But every time the black sun crosses, I'm pretty sure it's probably, you know what I'm saying, it's a meaning for something. And that'll be the third crossing it has made, you know what I'm saying, in recent times. When I say recent time, I'm talking within the years, obviously. But the third crossing, already know the third time's a charm. But I'm pretty sure it's signaling something big though, because like I say, we are in a black hole, so we see the black hole. You know what I mean? It's meaning something. Then not only that, we got all the planets aligning. Then if all the planets aligning, and then you know what I'm saying, and then somehow the black hole come into view somewhere across this realm. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Crazy timing of everything. And obviously, I don't know if y'all seen the videos, how do I explain to y'all, you know what I'm saying, on the cameras, they show that, Earth is literally alive again. And I've been showing y'all these cameras for so long, you know what I mean? Even to a point to where it appeared as though, because Venus, you know what I'm saying, was a threat at a point in time, but, randomly Venus just turned around and disappeared. It was sitting right there in front of us for months and then disappeared in a matter of like 3 to 5 days. I know I took mad screenshots. I didn't make the video if I was supposed to, but I never did. But if you look at my recent videos, I'll be showing, you know what I'm saying, I'll show you how the way Earth literally just basically came alive. The poles came back, so Earth is mobile again. But Earth wasn't mobile since 2012, because Earth was supposed to reset back in the day. And I already explained that in previous videos in deeper detail. With NASA on, you know what I'm saying, NASA said it itself, you know what I'm saying, and I literally show it and how the way they leave clues behind. How the way they prevented the original reset that should have happened back in 2012 by basically damaging the poles on Earth, which basically just came back well over 10 years later, you feel me? But if you watch my content, you already know I said that so long ago. But then as we see it happens and everything is happening now, and when I seen that, Earth literally lighting it back up, you know what I'm saying? And then the poles returning. That was the biggest thing I ever seen during all this time I've been making videos and watching those radars. That is definitely a big sign of what's happening, and obviously it's coming around this, you know what I'm saying, like I always said, 2025, since 2019. And all I gotta say, look at the old videos, all the, you know what I'm saying, all the proof is there. Well, I really can't say look at the old videos, because I don't know if they're gonna be there anymore. Well, my bad. I should have some on YouTube though, most of them. I don't think I put them all on here, like my old ones, because I started YouTube so much later than all the other platforms, at least like 2 years later. And catch back up on the chat though. Bo boy, what's happening? You say you finally caught me? Yeah, man. What's happening, human God? You see on live, we're almost out of here. Fourth book of life coming to a close soon. The reset gonna be crazy. Yeah, bro. Nah, that man said brazy. Nah. Yeah, I grew up the same way, my brother. But no, man. It's crazy. Like, we know the truth. It's just almost hard to believe. But like I said, I done seen too much proof to not. I don't really trip on it. It's just because, like I said, I didn't seen too much proof. I done seen the future before it happened. Like in my own life, and I seen documents. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay, it's not just me tripping. I know I'm not tripping because it's like I see what they're doing, so I know this side is real because that side is real. So you know what I'm saying. So that's how I look at things. Like I said, this is since a very young age, man. Dylan, you seem like a chill guy. Oh yeah, I be super chill, man. You know I'm a serious guy. You know what I'm saying. I can talk about the realness, but I'm a comedian. You know what I'm saying. I'll make you laugh all day long. You know what I'm saying. We chill or something because you wouldn't even think. You know what I'm saying. You wouldn't even think I could be like that. But you know what I'm saying. I'm a comedian. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying. I can make some rhymes. I can make it sing like poetry. Or I can make it sing like rap. You know what I'm saying. Depends on what it is. But you know what I'm saying. I'm a multi-talented guy though. Multiple ways to express the truth. You feel me? Dorothy Blunt, what's happening? You already know when you speaking too much truth and they be spitting that fire. Yeah, man. Hey, they be on my ass, boy. I be like, God damn. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it be aggravating me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'm not gonna say sometimes. I'm gonna say a lot of the times, maybe half the times, because it's just like I keep saying, like I know why they do it, so that would add that extra kick to it. Cause I'm not clueless. You feel me? And just like, damn, they really don't want any of my people, you know what I'm saying, to know, or anyone in general. Like when I say my people, I don't, you know what I'm saying, obviously I have my people, but I mean other people. Because at the end of the day, what I always try to explain that basically we're the original humans and everyone came from us, and you got a choice to accept us and be like, yeah, we did come from us, or you could just accept the dragons and go to the underworld. But the whole point of the Matrix is to trick them to go to the underworld. You get what I'm saying? The people don't understand that because we've been living a lie. Not just us, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote black Americans, everyone been living a lie. They may know it or they may not. But that's the whole point. Because I know like a lot of people always be hitting me with those random comments, but it's like they're not really trying to hear the full picture or accept the full picture because of the programming they have. Like they may feel like they're so much above us that like there's no way we could have came from you. You know what I'm saying? And they'll disown you, you know what I'm saying, and think you're trash. And we see that every day. And that's the trap of the matrix. You know what I'm saying? We have a matrix in our own way, but then y'all have y'all matrix in your own way, but y'all don't see it. Even when it comes down like to the immigrant crisis, right? So like to keep it simple, it's like the Democrats. I'm gonna just say the Democrats, right? Now I'm gonna just say the demons. Imagine them. Let's just keep it simple and a closer end because everybody think the immigrant crisis is just people from Mexico. It's people from all around the world. They're not gonna showcase everyone that look quote unquote white getting deported. They're not gonna show that. They're gonna only show the ones that look quote unquote black or the ones that look like they're from Mexico. It's a psyop because they still control the media. And that's what I be trying to explain. You know what I'm saying? Because they want you to think one thing when really it's another. When in all reality, they really targeting the elites. They not even really worried about, you know what I'm saying? That's just something on the lower end. They want the people that's making all that extra money by trafficking. So basically the demons, right? Imagine them paying the cartels to destroy the country. You feel me? They're destroying the country, right? And getting paid by the demons over here. So since they're destroying the countries, the places that are being destroyed, they want to leave to come to America for a better life. So the people that's paying the cartels is now paying the people that just moved from those places to live here and start businesses to oppress, you know what I'm saying, to put further push down to black Americans. That's what's really happening, but they're not seeing it like that because they even coming here and they're bringing, you know what I'm saying, obviously unregistered, but it's like we're footing the bill while we're getting stepped on. Literally, we're footing the bill while getting stepped on by everyone else. But it's like essentially like what Trump is trying to do is send them back to make their system the correct way because their government is corrupt because it's tied to the government that was here. Because it's like they literally creating the problem and then acting as if they're creating a solution here. When their solution here It's creating a problem for the people that was already here. But it's like people don't want to hear it like that because they love America so much. You see what I'm saying? But then the people that's from America, it's almost like, I hate America. I want to leave here. Like, we're the only race that can't say we are American. Like, literally, we can't say we're American. They're like, oh no, you from Africa. What? We're not from Africa. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother story. But it's just like people not seeing the full picture. Because in all reality, like, especially when people come in and undocumented, right? They're getting underpaid for their work. So imagine that, like, they're coming here to work for a better life, but they're working, but not realizing they're being underpaid for their work. So at the same time, it's like they're getting effed by who they're working for. And they know they can F them because of the situation they're in. That's human trafficking. And that's why Trump keep talking about that, because people don't quite understand what it is. It's basically them saying, hey, move here, we'll pay you. And then boom, you don't get paid now. Because they never supposed to be getting paid in the first place. But we all seen the videos how the way they have thousands of dollars of, you know what I'm saying, food stamps, thousands of dollars of free money from the government every month. But that's not just with them, obviously. Like I said, this is what everyone that comes from a different nation. But like I say, the ones that act like they don't get that extra bread or the extra help or that low percentage on their business loans type stuff, car loans, whatever you're gonna call it, you feel me? It's all a system designed to do that. And they'll be like, well, damn, well, that sucks for you, you know what I'm saying? And that's how the attitude is, but then I realize they're still like keeping the system working. Even by just coming here and just keeping the system working, accepting they low prices while we paying high prices. You know what I'm saying? Because they see the oppression, but they just sitting here in their mind like, I'm glad I'm not black. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get the same treatment. But then, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them, we talk about, well, we're not getting treated fair. Then we get hit with the, oh, y'all in that victim mentality. You know what I'm saying? We get gaslit. And then we respond to that, you know what I'm saying? Now we violent. It's just like, it's a lose-lose in all situations. And it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because, like I said, I've been in all types of situations. It only makes sense. It'd be blowing my mind because people just refuse to try to understand where you're coming from. Casimir, what's happening? Dylan, you seem like a chill. Yeah, most definitely. Let me see. What they say? Freshness. We know we don't need you on that BS. And I'm 10 years older than you. Keep going. Now, a lot of people be thinking, I'm way older than a lot of people be thinking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people always get hit with something like that. People really be thinking I'm young. I'm not. I just, you know what I'm saying, know a few tricks. And I just, like I said, fast a lot. It works. Oh boy, Houston in a bit. Yeah, what's happening? Casimir, you said all the mainstream shows on TV getting canceled. Oh, I ain't know that, man. Because, you know, like I said, I ain't really watched TV in mad years, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I barely watch movies. Or I might watch podcasts or something, but I don't really watch too many, you know what I'm saying, too much TV at all. Maybe some Netflix and chill, but nothing, you know what I'm saying, too much deeper than that. But I can understand why everything getting canceled though, because they losing their DEI money. Like that's what I was saying. A lot of things that got defunded, like it's all trickling down now. So that's why you be hearing, like I made videos how I hearing everybody getting all these layoffs and stuff at their jobs. It's because they was basically stealing money from the government the whole time. A lot of these jobs people had was fake. I'm just being real. Any job that was on the computer is fake. AI can do that. AI existed before we, quote unquote, was born here. But like I said, people don't want to accept that. Just like around the time I was born, you know what I'm saying, early 90s, you know what I mean? People will just now start getting ejected by the nanotech. We just now knowing about it now. That's why we trying to explain to people, because when I remember the day when everything connected. You know what I'm saying? Because I was, you know what I'm saying, catching on to everything, but then it hit me so hard. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I almost had a panic attack. Goddamn, I was just like, what? You know what I'm saying? One of those moments when like I said, when everything connect, and then I realized that this shit been going on our whole lives. Like, I was thinking it just like the quote unquote pandemic, and we think the, you know what I'm saying, the gene therapy and all that stuff. No, that shit been going on our whole lives. And you know what I'm saying? When I made the realization, like I said, that time, like in recent times as an adult, that shit blew my mind, because everything just started sparking, connecting all in my mind. I'm like, bro, ain't no way. I'm like, damn, they got us on deeper levels than we really think, like even deeper than I think. But I know it's on a super deep level. But again, that's why I say the best thing you can do is fast, because you got a lot more stuff in your body than you think. But also, you know what I'm saying, when people, you know what I'm saying, put potions inside of you, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hard to get that out. But at least the things that surround you from you eating, you know what I'm saying, falling from the sky, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? It's been happening for a long time, and you always got to detox. Because otherwise, they really will be able to control your thinking. You may not think it, but trust me, they can control your thinking on different levels. But you'll never know until you go on the fast. I'm telling you. When you go on a fast, even the fast from your phone, because your phone does it. Because I even did it myself. Like I'm detached, but I was super detached. It was a point in time recently, right, when like my back was like my back slipped out of place. Like I couldn't really move or walk or nothing. Like I couldn't even really hold the phone. I was in so much pain. So I basically had the phone to the side, and I would really just laying there. I really couldn't do anything. So it was just like I felt completely different. Well, I'm saying mentally, you know what I'm saying, in my mind, I knew I felt different. Even after, you know what I'm saying, after it slid back in place, I still felt different. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I was thinking differently. But I know it was a whole nother effect the phones did do, you know what I'm saying? It brought, you know what I'm saying, it does keep negative energy into me. Even though I'm on the phone now, but I did realize that the phone was causing an issue to me, and I didn't know it until that point of time. And that was like, maybe like probably about a month and a half ago. And I was like, damn, I didn't realize the phone was hit, you know what I'm saying, doing me like that. Because, I mean, I felt more peaceful. Even though I was in pain, but I felt more peaceful at mine. Because the phone wasn't near me at all. You know the way you might think of something, because like I said earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, you might think of something or talk about something, and then boom, pops up on the phone type thing. The phone connected to you, you know what I mean? We just don't think it's connected to us on a level that it really is. Cause you hear about all these implantables and all that type stuff, wearables, like this what this is. It's a piece of technology to really, really connect to you. Cause we already know we're electrical beings, and it's like we're electrical phone. But it's like you don't want to think about we all being one. Like imagine the phone connected to me right now, sucking my energy. But then what is the phone connected to? Like what do I talk about all the time? You get what I'm saying? The towers. The phone is literally connecting to the towers. And what I'd be telling y'all, energetically, on the planet, they're sucking all of our energy away and manifesting off of it. And this is one way they're doing it. Coming from me, boom to the phone, boom to the towers, boom to the sky, net, which is an electromagnetic field that, like I keep telling y'all, we're trapped in, inside the little black hole. But it's like I said, it's a crazy system. Super crazy. Quit a year, they be shadow banning me bad too. I deleted 2 TikToks because I got tired of it now. And I'm like bumping. People are supposed to see it, they're gonna see it. Nah, I feel you. Yeah, they don't give me my page back. Cause like I always say, I know y'all, I done talked about it a few times before. I'm not gonna fuck with TikTok no more, you know what I mean? So I'm tired of them stealing my videos anyways. They better come with their own ideas, you feel me? And especially the ones that's so negative, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably go on my page. I feel like they be sending my shit to their pages so they could just make some video against what I'm saying because they know I'm talking truth that people gonna understand. So they try to reverse what I be saying. Ferrisness. Hold on. Ferris. Bro, I can't even pronounce your name, but I'm gonna just call you 318, goddamn. 318 though. You said, should we be investing in crypto or is it the beast? Well, the thing is, crypto. See, the thing is, crypto. Like, I be wanting to talk about, I always be saying now recently. It's like people don't. They're trapped in the psyops now, so they can't think about above. Like you say, multi-dimensional type thing. Cause like, what if I was to say, like, if you was able to make it to heaven, you're in a higher frequency being, right? You are able to go to lower dimensions. The people that's stuck on a lower dimension can't go up. They can only go to lower dimensions. We can go to lower dimensions and higher dimensions. That's the difference of a heavenly being versus a underworld being. Like they're trapped down there. And that's the whole point of deceiving you so they can have enough people, you know what I'm saying? So they can control. But anyways, crypto is basically like obviously we see it's a digital system. We know this is a digital world. We're literally electrical beings, you know what I'm saying? But like if you think about it on a larger level, imagine multi-dimensions, right? But then there's one system that connects it to every dimension. And that's what I try to explain what crypto was. Like it's been probably about 2 years ago, but like I said, I can't really explain it in a way that people gonna understand because like I said, they keep getting trapped in psyops right now. All it's gonna do is confuse them even more. So I don't wanna, you know what I'm saying? I don't really talk on it too much, but basically like it's a system that's a multi-dimensional system that you know what I'm saying, other dimensions can use. Like you can transfer here to Earth. I'm gonna just say planets, but not necessarily these planets because obviously they took us over. Let's say you go to Earth, Venus, Saturn or something, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the system on all the planets, since it's digital and can be transmitted, you'll have that. So the thing is, I be trying to explain to people, like, let's just say, like, all right, the people of the image of man, right? That has the blood of image of man, we will appear with the melanin, right? So it's like, in every planet, we would appear different from all the other races. Whatever it is that you're in, and when I say you're in, I mean as in your spirit, you will appear different in other planets. So they know who you are, if that makes sense to you. Because we'll be the only ones that can go to other planets and be different, if that makes sense. And when I say be different, as in one with the community, because everything originated from us. All the humanoid versions. When I say humanoid, I mean people that got hands, you know what I'm saying, hands and feet. Even they got a motherfucking lion head. Even they look like a motherfucking grasshopper. If they got hands and feet, they got our bloodline. And then that's the whole point, because there's quote unquote humanoid. But other people may get rejected, you know what I mean? That's how wars start. Let me catch back up on this chat. Let's see. Oh, you was on the show. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm behind and slid down. Eugene Robinson, what's happening? You say you've been watching my clips for months. We're appreciated. Alma, how are you doing? I think you're doing good. I'm doing great. How's your day? I hope your day was good. Oh, appreciate it, Alma. Casimir said we'll win at the end. Oh, we definitely will. I mean, it's already won. I mean, I already seen it. Like that's one thing that I already be thinking about randomly sometimes. It's just like I'll just sit down and I'll be like, all this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like my whole life I live seems so real. I mean, it is real, obviously, technically, but it's just like there's something better, you know what I'm saying, that's beyond this. Because it's like we all know we feel boxed in. It feels like to a certain point you can't go anywhere. I know we all feel that way. Like it feel like you just have a limited space and it shouldn't be like that. You feel me? Unless you're evil now. If you're evil, you should be boxed in. But otherwise, if you're not evil, you know what I'm saying, you should experience everything. King Tay, you said crypto's a part of the beast. Well, I mean, you probably, I don't know if you read that before I explained what crypto was. But I mean, the beast is already, I mean, technically the beast is already here. It's the barcodes. Like the thing is in Revelations, right? It already happened. And that's what I be trying to explain to people. Like I even explained down to that way that the things that quote unquote came out of the abyss. I mind you, it said came out of the abyss, right? They explained those creatures as reptilians. We are in the abyss now. Like they came out of the abyss and took us in there. Like that's what Revelations is telling you. Because when they say we fell in frequency, quote unquote, that means we quote unquote died. Like we died in that war and they ended up in here. But at the same time, when I explain to you, when you have the blood, you know what I'm saying, the bloodline of man, you can't die because you have a spirit. You're immortal. So that's why it's fallen in frequency. Like when they talk about the fallen angels, they're talking about us. And also them too, you know what I'm saying? But they're technically, you know what I'm saying, God, but not all of them, you know what I'm saying? But most of them, because most of them is technically archangels. When you hear about an archangel, that means an archon angel. That means, you know what I'm saying, it was an evil spirit that was able to become good. Just dice. Just be wise using crypto. Don't know enough to do the research. Oh yeah, and also like I know I mentioned earlier, I got my own YouTube channel, but like I'm explaining, we're about to rise up. But even if it was to be a bull run, the markets have to crash first. That's what's about to happen because they have to crash the stock market. You know what I'm saying? The forex markets, like all the other markets, and they had to place everything into crypto because you know most of the markets is literally ran by stolen money, the same money that was recovered by Doge. So if y'all remember the Doge situation earlier this year, and they recovered trillions of dollars, that's what's in the stock market. That's in the stock market. They have access to that. They have to take that out because it's stolen money and other people's names. And obviously, most of that going right back to America. And of course, like I say, you know what I'm saying, they can recover money from other countries too that have been oppressed just like ours. Like I say, like Mexico is one of them because of the cartels. Like it's just like I said, it's the same thing on different levels. It's all set up on every, like I said, on every facet. It's on multi dimensions, here and multi dimensions planetarily. But like I say, people get confused just here. So like I said, I stopped talking too deep about it because they be getting lost. Eugene said I got banned today or yesterday. I got banned today. I'm about to say a few hours ago, but no. It was sometime after I got off work. Cause I was looking like where the fuck my videos at? You know, and I switched my pages and that shit said log out. I was like, what? You know, logged out all of my pages. I'm like, damn, these niggas done got me just now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just ban one page. These niggas took all three of my pages. They banned one page, but just logged me out of my other two. And I can't get back in. And I already know it's because I've been breaking too much shit down recently and I wasn't violating their terms. I had no account warning, no nothing. These niggas just took all my shit. But it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you speak the truth. And like I say, I don't want to even talk about YouTube. Like I said, YouTube ain't really treat me bad. I ain't got no violations on YouTube, but it's like, you know, I never got a violation on YouTube, even on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? But I always get violations on TikTok. Oh, yeah, and also my Instagram, no violations there neither. But now, like I said, I'm now shadow banned on Instagram, been shadow banned on Facebook probably for the past like maybe 2 months or so. It's crazy. Even though I was shadow banned the whole time for the most part, besides maybe the first year. So, you know what I'm saying? I know how organic traffic looks versus, you know what I'm saying, them manipulating my stuff. I've been doing it for mad years, probably, you know what I'm saying, what, like 6 years now? Yeah. So I could tell immediately when they manipulate my content. And like I say, it irks me because I already know why. Even though I've been careful on how the way I've said anything inside the video. But yeah, it'd be crazy, man. What's happening? Damn, I invest. What's happening? He said, what do you think the market's gonna do in the housing market? Oh no, I made a video about that too. Like I was joking around, but at the same time I was dead ass serious. I was like, man, you know, because basically when the market's reset, right, the housing market is gonna reset too. Because I explained like the housing market, you know, like 2008, the last market crash and all this and that, and I explained to y'all that that was a part of everything. So basically, that they took all that money out of the stock market and they created Bitcoin the next year. Like that's what happened, and that's what's about to happen again. So all the prices going super drop. So right now, all the prices like mortgages and stuff, like I know y'all heard, is skyrocketing. It's trying to force them out their contracts and force them to default type thing. So the new people can hop in there, paying $500 a month for, you know what I'm saying, for a 20, you know what I'm saying, 10,000 square foot house. You know what I'm saying? But so basically, the house is going to be affordable, right, for anybody. But at the same time, the people that was already in the houses, they've been living lavish and all this, having all their debt, they're going to have to be paying that debt back. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's reversing because, like I said, most people that have been having all the money just been having fake jobs. They've been stealing money, even though they didn't know it. But everything they've been doing was unlawful. But again, like I said, they probably didn't know it. Most of them, but a lot of people do, and they just gonna let you go down. It's like a Ponzi scheme, you know what I mean? Whoever on the very top got the most money, whoever on the bottom gonna be the first ones to start dropping off. And those are ones that you see popping on the video saying they can't pay their bills because it is because of that. But it's like how much like how was y'all, you know what I'm saying? How you can't pay those bills? Thought y'all was making $250,000 a year. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got people like us that been oppressed the whole time making 30, 40. I mean, I make more, but you know what I'm saying? But in reality, on average, you know what I'm saying? The people who like me, you know what I'm saying, we making like 40, 50,000 a year max. And that's maybe even with two people in the household. And then you have them sitting at well over 150, you know what I'm saying, $250,000, and they talking when they can't afford their bills. You know, then we just looking like how, you know. But like I say, people live a different life because of the matrix. It's set up in a certain way. They're not going to accept it, but we have to accept it because, you know what I'm saying, we're literally suffering and that forced us to do other things. Like I said, going to the stereotypes. Because you got some ones that just can't handle it no more and they just crash out by doing stupid stuff. Barbara, you say insects, butterflies, fireflies, etc. return back to my city after many years of absence, so I know the Earth returned to the original frequency. Oh yeah. Like I was saying earlier, man, Earth has literally came alive. Like the poles is active, and I explained in the video. If y'all look, I made a video like last week though, but I basically show y'all the video how the way the Earth lit up, and then the poles started to move and return, and those poles is what allows the planets to move. Like if you looked, all the other planets have poles also. Earth was the only one that didn't have a planet. But I explained to y'all the poles on Earth was damaged back in 2012 when to prevent our reset with Venus. And you know what I'm saying? I show y'all, like they literally show y'all that's the last camera angle they have on their website. Like it still blows my mind. Like I said, they leave clues. If you know, you know. You know, I might sound crazy to you, but if you know what I'm talking about and you look yourself, you're like, damn, you know what, that is kind of suspicious. But it's obvious. So why would they do that? And then you know why they do that. And you're like, oh damn. They give you the heads up, like, yeah, you're not tripping. I say I'm hip to the goddamn start of my ID. I'm trying to grab that passport now. Oh yeah, man. You better watch out for that though. Make sure you get a United States of America passport, like a passport for everywhere. Not a United States passport. It's a process you got to do. I got one. Well, my bad, not the United States. It's called the World Passport. My bad. But the United States passports makes you a citizen. Appreciate it, Cali Kid. But I'm about to hop off this thing though. I don't want to make this video too long, but I got me some time off. I'm gonna definitely back on here really soon. Probably tomorrow. Probably the day after tomorrow. I might actually go live every day for the next week or two. But we gonna check it out though, man. Anyways, y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.